Welcome to Bible Stories for Kids. Today's featured story is The Foreign Girl Who Became a Brave Queen. Long, long ago, in the land of Persia, there was a king. His name was King Xerxes. Well, King Xerxes was looking for a beautiful young woman to be his new queen. A new queen? A lot of the girls in the Persian kingdom were summoned. That means that they were invited to come to the palace. But only one would become the queen. One of these girls was Esther. There she is. She was a Jew and an orphan. Her uncle Mordecai, who worked in the palace, had adopted her. Wow. Do you think the king will choose a Jewish girl to be his queen? Let's find out. After a full year of beauty treatments in the palace, each girl was presented to King Xerxes. I hope he picks me. I wore this really pretty dress and I have these earrings on and I think I would love to be a queen. The king took a look at all the girls and he immediately fell in love with Esther and he chose her to be his wife, the new queen of Persia. Wow! She is going to be the new queen. How exciting! Sometime later, the king made Haman, one of his nobles, more powerful than any other man in his entire kingdom. You see, he commanded that everyone should bow down to Haman when they saw him. Wait a minute. So the king decided to write a law to say to bow down to Haman? Uh-oh. Mordecai, however, refused to bow down to Haman. That's a big problem. I wonder why he didn't want to bow down. Well, he said, I am a Jew, and I can only bow down to the one true God. Oh, so that is why he didn't bow down. He can only bow down to the one true God. This made Haman furious. So he went to the king and said, there is a group of people living in your kingdom who do not follow your orders. I think we should get rid of them all, said Haman. The king didn't think much about who these people might be, but he actually allowed Haman to do as he pleased. Uh-oh, this does not sound good at all. When Esther's uncle Mordecai found out, he dressed in sackcloth to show his sorrow and stood outside the palace crying. Oh, Esther, Mordecai sobbed. Haman has made a law that will cause all the Jews to be killed. Please go to the king and ask for help. But uncle, said Esther, I cannot just go to the king if he doesn't first invite me to come. It might cost me my life to ask him for anything. Esther, said Mordecai, maybe this is just the reason why you have become queen. Okay, Uncle Mordecai, said Esther, I will go. But please pray and fast for me for 3 days first. If it costs me my life, then let it be so. Wow, Esther is so brave. After 3 days of fasting and praying to God for help, Esther put on her royal robes and she stood in the entrance of the throne room. Okay, I can do this. When the king saw her, to Esther's relief, he held out his gold scepter and agreed to let her come to his throne. Tell me what is on your mind, Queen Esther, King Xerxes said. I will give you anything you ask for, even up to half my kingdom. If it pleases you, King, then I would like you and Haman to come for a dinner that I myself will make for you, Esther answered. Esther prepared food for a banquet. What's a banquet? It's a really nice dinner party. And as they were eating at the banquet, the king asked Esther again. Tell me what I can do for you, Queen Esther. I'll give you anything. Esther replied, "Oh, King, I only ask to live, for I and my people are in danger. A man has made a law that will have all the Jews killed." Oh no! I wonder how the king will respond. Who would do such a thing? Who is this man? Tell me, asked the king. Esther said, "An enemy who sits among us, this vile Haman," as she points to Haman. Haman was terrified. He begged Esther for his life. Please, please save me. But on the king's order, he was taken away immediately. Good riddance! That Haman was mean. That very same day, the king made Uncle Mordecai. That's Mordecai! That's Esther's uncle, second in command instead of Haman. Wow, isn't that incredible? He allowed a new law to be written, saving the Jews from their enemies. This caused celebrations throughout the land. People were singing, "Hey, we're alive! God saved us!" and dancing everywhere. Each year after that, the Jews celebrated that day with a feast. The food tastes good. They would never, ever, ever forget how God had saved them and how brave Queen Esther had risked her life to save her people. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hallelujah! So that was the Bible story about the foreign girl who became a brave queen. Thank you so much for listening to my Bible story today. If you would like to hear some more, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!